What would happen to the population of lions if all the grass became extinct? That might sound like a strange question at first, but when you think about it, all organisms on Earth are connected. We are all linked by feeding relationships. Every organism on Earth can either be eaten or needs to eat others to survive. So what happens to one population affects them all. Scientists represent these feeding relationships with a food chain. This is a diagram which shows the transfer of energy between organisms. A food chain is divided into trophic levels. At the base of the food chain, on the first trophic level, we always have a producer. In this example, we have grass. A producer is an organism that makes its own food. Usually, this is done by photosynthesis, where an organism uses sunlight as their source of energy. But there are some organisms on Earth that are able to make their own food by other methods, such as bacteria trapped underground in deep caves, or those so deep in the ocean that sunlight cannot reach, providing a completely different energy source for an entire food chain. Suffice to say, at this stage, we only need to worry about photosynthetic producers. The trophic level above producers are known as primary consumers. In this example, we have a zebra. These are animals that eat producers. On the next trophic level, we have secondary consumers, in this case a lion. These animals eat primary consumers. For food chains longer than 3 organisms, we can also have tertiary consumers or even quaternary consumers. So, what do the arrows represent on a food chain? These show us the direction of energy transfer from one organism to the next. Now remember, when drawing your own food chain, you don't need to be an artist. It's enough just to write the names of the organisms with the arrows to show the energy transfer. See if you can write your own 2 food chains using these organisms. On this food chain, add labels to show the consumers and the producer. Sometimes a biologist might observe organisms eating one another. Use this description to write down your own food chain.